If that's art, I must be missing something. Hello.
Welcome to Trevor's Travel Company. Where do you want to go?
Can you get me to ground level?
Sure, on one of my luxury air coach tours.
Coach travel makes me sick.
Me too. I prefer to keep my wheels on the ground.
What kind of tours do you offer?
Well, there's a wide choice. The Grand City Tour, the Economy City Tour, and the Mystery Tour.
What's the difference between Grand and Economy?
The Economy Tour is cheaper. Exactly the same itinerary, but less prestigious.
What's the Mystery Tour?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a mystery.
How do I know it's not a rip-off?
That's the chance you have to take.
I'll take the Grand Tour.
Just one tiny point. You'll need a decent wardrobe.
What's wrong with these clothes?
They're fine for a sheep farm. But what you need is something fashionable.
Look who's talking.
The Grand Tour is classy, see? You'll be mixing with people of elegance and money.
All right, forget the Grand Tour. The Mystery Tour sounds fine.
I'll reserve your ticket.
Now tell me, where does it go?
It doesn't go anywhere physically. It's the latest in virtual reality.
Oh, not that old turkey.
It's almost completely like the real thing.
If you say so, but I'm not convinced. Book me on the Economy Tour.
I'll make your reservation. You can pick up the ticket in a month or two.
Can't I have the ticket now?
Sorry, there's a waiting list.
Is there anything you'd swap for a ticket?
I doubt if you've anything which interests me.
Go on. Give me a ticket.
I told you, there's a waiting list.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
Never heard of him.
It doesn't matter. Would you swap a ticket for this magazine?
You mean it? Of course I will. It's the T.E. Lawrence Collector's Issue. I've been looking for that for years.
Come on, Joey. Hi, my name's Foster. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gallagher. What's going on in this city? Something wonderful. Tell me about it, please. I can't do that. Everything will become apparent when the time is right. What are you doing? Just watching and waiting? What for? I won't know until it happens. I guess not. Are you feeling all right? Never felt better. You look depressed. Don't worry about me. You've got enough to worry about. What do you mean? Who are you? It's too early to tell. I'm newborn. Too much in flux. I don't understand. Do you always talk in riddles? I don't think I do. Maybe it's your perception that's at fault. Maybe your interpretation of what I say differs from the intent of what I mean. Maybe. Can you direct me to the ground level? You're a social transcender. Going up in this world means going down. It's all a question of status. Hey, Lamb. Hello, Supervisor.
Oh, it's you. I didn't expect to meet you here. How did you gain access to this level?
I took the elevator, same as you.
You're not following me, are you?
I've got better things to do with my time. Is this where you live?
Yes, this is Bellevue.
Very nice.
Living here makes my job more bearable. But how I wish I could get away sometimes. What I need is a holiday. A break from all this managerial responsibility.
Never mind. Hey, Lamb. Would you like this ticket?
What's it for, lad?
A tour. Wouldn't you like a holiday?
You're right. I really deserve a break. You know, I'm so touched. I'm going to give you something in return.
I was kind of hoping you might.
Something you'll look back on for the rest of your life.
Yeah?
Aye, lad. A tour of my factory.
Oh, great.
Meet me there. You're in for a treat.
Come on, Joey. Hey, Lamb. Do you know a guy called Overman?
Doberman? No, I don't.
When do I get the tour you promised me?
Well, there's no time like the present. We'll start right now. Now, take a look at this machine. This machine measures the internal bore of the pipes. Accurate to 20 decimal places, whatever that means. Impressive, isn't it? All those numbers. I'm sure they mean something. Follow me. I'll show you the next section. This machine is supposed to drive the conveyor, but it's not bloody working. Heads will roll for this. Foreman Potts, why has this machine stopped?
Stopped? I've been so busy I didn't notice.
Can't I trust you with anything? Look after my desk, Potts. I'll have to leave you to show yourself around.
What are you doing now?
Checking for cracks with X-rays. You shouldn't be here without a protective suit.
You're not wearing one.
Lamb told me I didn't qualify. As I'm a D-link, and a woman.
What's so special about these pipes?
I'm not sure, but the dimensions of the bore must conform to precise specifications.
All that effort for a bit of plumbing?
It's suspicious, isn't it?
Perhaps they're part of a giant weapon.
Oh, come on, that's a bit far-fetched.
What are you doing after work?
What did you have in mind?
Well, an evening at the theater, a walk by the lake in the moonlight, and to finish, a candlelit supper.
Sounds great, but first I'll have to get decontaminated.
Another time, perhaps. What's your opinion of Lamb?
I'm a D-link, I'm not entitled to an opinion. But to be honest, I think he's a turd.
What's a D-link?
D-link is the lowest social category. When your link status is 0, you forfeit all rights and your freedom to move about the city. How come you didn't know that?
I'm an outsider, from the Gap.
So it's you security you're after. You won't get far without an ID card.
Ah, I managed to find one.
I bet it won't get you to ground level, though. You'll need a link status of 8 or more.
I have to get to ground level.
Look, I really sympathise with you. I could give you my jammer.
What's a jammer?
Bypass software. Highly illegal. It gets you past the retina scan to security files.
That's a start. Can you let me have the jammer?
Give me your ID card.
Here's my card.
Thanks. This won't take long.
What are you doing?
Downloading the jammer to your card. There, it's done.
Don't worry. I'll fix everything.
You're taking a huge risk.
No problem. I'll get us both back on Link's files.
I've got a discrepancy of 0.13.
How come you were made a D-Link?
I was caught hacking into Link.
Why did you do that?
There are areas in Link space used by security. I was trying to discover what they're up to.
What do you mean by link space?
The word inside the computer's memory. The abstract projection of linked circuits and databanks.
Will the jammer get me into link space?
No, the only access is through the special interface. There's just one little problem. You'll need to get a Schreiberman port.
How do I get a Schreiberman port?
Well, you'll have to undergo surgery.
I need that like I need a hole in the head.
The Schreiberman port is a hole in the head.
Does Link have any internal security?
There'll be foils, naturally.
What are they?
Intrusion foil programs.
Are they dangerous?
Well, standard IFPs are simply deterrents. But some high-level foils can be lethal.
What do you know about the Council?
It was one of the Council who came up with a plan to bond his mind with Link. And ever since then, things have been getting weird.
See you later.
Confirmed. Fluctuation normal.
Hey, lamb. Do you have a problem?
Aye, lad. I was hoping to see you. My card isn't working and I can't use the elevator.
Perhaps you've been made a D-link.
Don't be so bloody impertinent, lad. What will poor little Couscous do?
Who's Couscous?
My pussy. She has to be fed. What would I do if she died?
You could always get another one.
It wouldn't be the same. I've had Couscous since she was a kitten.
I could feed her for you. If I could get into your apartment.
You go down to Bellevue, and I'll authorise it so you can. By the way, Couscous likes to be pampered. Like all women, eh, lad?
Apart from D-links, you mean? You need therapy, lamb. Hey, lamb. What do you do for entertainment around here?
If I'm looking for entertainment, I go home and watch a video.
Thanks for the tour.
You're welcome. I hope you've learned something about pipes.
Oh yes, it was most instructive. From now on, whenever I smell raw sewage, I'll think of you, Gilbert.
Let me give you a tip, lad. If you want to get anywhere in this city, you have to bend the rules.
In what way?
If you don't want to get entangled in red tape, you need insurance, a special policy. See my friend Anchor. He'll help you out.
Come on, Joey. Hi, who are you?
Can't you tell? I'm Mr. Cool, and you're encroaching on my personal space.
Where can I get a Schreibman port?
What's that?
An interface which allows humans to talk to computers.
Like a mouse, you mean?
No, it's a surgically implanted slot.
Say, I've heard of those things. They give them to perverts, don't they? Are you a pervert?
Certainly not.
You sure look like one.
That sure is a smart coat.
Yeah, cool, ain't it? It makes yours look like really shabby.
Where I come from, it's the height of fashion.
Oh, where would that be?
The wild open spaces, where people know the true meaning of freedom.
I'd sooner die than dress like that.
There are more important things than fashion.
Only one I know of, and that's poise. And you've got the poise of a wildebeest on a waltzer.
How can I get out of the city?
Have you thought about defecation?
Don't you mean defection?
What? Isn't that what I said?
I asked you about leaving the city, not bodily processes.
You're not making sense. And anyway, you can't leave the city. There's a restriction on travel.
Good grief, it's positively pornographic. Naked people with extra parts. The things folk do for fashion.
Welcome to Burke's Biosurgery. How may I help you?
I want a Schreibman port.
Your name, please?
Robert Foster.
There's little chance of seeing the doctor.
Why not?
I have instructions not to disturb him. Unless you wish to pay cash, of course.
Try talking to that hologram, Joey.
What for?
I need to see the doctor, and she won't let me in.
What shall I say to her?
Try to persuade her to open the door.
Why don't you forget about the operation?
I can't. I need that port.
My human friend needs to see the doctor.
That's not possible at present.
That's a shame. I was looking forward to being alone with you.
Forget it. I've heard about you welders.
Try chatting up the hologram again.
Didn't you see what happened? She ignored me.
You were probably being too familiar with her. Try to be more businesslike.
What do you want me to say?
Use your natural charm on her.
I've got an idea. I'll try the subtle approach. Hey, you! Open that door!
I take my orders from Dr. Burke.
I take mine from Oberman.
Oh, why didn't you say so before?
Good grief. Excuse me.
Don't make me jump like that!
Sorry, didn't realize you were busy.
Just practicing. I like to keep my hand in. What can I do for you?
I need a Schreibman port.
Really?
Do you have sufficient credit?
All I've got are the clothes I'm wearing.
In that case, you require the easy pay scheme.
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Kidney, lung, or testicles.
What?
Which organ do you wish to sell?
I'm not selling anything.
No parts, no port. Send in the next customer.
Excuse me. Maybe I wouldn't miss a kidney.
I'll have to run some tests. Stand behind the scanner, please. Turn around, please. I can't use either of them.
Why not?
They're too good to sell at second hand. I'd have to overprice myself to be profitable.
You make money by trading people's organs?
What else would I do with them?
Open a restaurant? Excuse me. I suppose I could spare a lung.
Let's have a look at them first.
On the scanner?
Yes, please. Hold still, please. Has someone been experimenting on you?
Why do you ask that?
I've never seen a body quite like yours before. I'm afraid I can't use them.
Is there something wrong? Tell me, Doc, I can take it.
You're simply too healthy. Most bodies would reject your organs.
Excuse me. I guess I've no choice, Doc. I'll have to sell you my...
It's not as bad as you think. When I said I'd take your testes, I meant after your death.
That's a great consolation.
All I require from you now is your consent. Take a seat, please.
Do you use local anesthetic?
Oh no, it doesn't hurt. Any more than having your ears pierced.
In that case, I need a general anesthetic.
You now have a Schriebman port. You may experience headaches, but don't worry, it's quite normal.
Excuse me. Can you get me to ground level, Doc?
I have my reputation to consider. If you're determined, you might ask my friend Willy. Just tell him I sent you. He has a rather special policy.
Your receptionist certainly is strange.
That's my wife you're talking about.
You're married to a hologram?
She wasn't a hologram when we wed. She died last year, but I decided to keep her.
Doesn't the fact that she's dead distress you?
No. She's a lot less trouble than when she was alive.
Thanks again for the port, Doc.
It's a pleasure to do business with you.
Hello.
Hi, you look like a man who needs insurance, yeah? Can I interest you in this? A rogue robot policy.
I've never heard of that before.
It's a safeguard against the possibility of your robot turning on you.
Joey would never do that.
Aha! So you think. Surveys show that 42% of all domestic droid owners are worried about the risk of attack.
This is bullshit, Foster. Don't listen to that moron.
Nasty temper that robot's got, yeah?
Tell me more about the policy.
All you have to do is sign a form. We'll do a probability estimate and give you the results next month.
How come it takes so long?
We have to strip the robot down and analyze each component.
I do not want him handling my parts, Foster.
Now I'm definitely not interested.
Tell you what, take time to consider it, yeah?
I want one of your special policies.
Who sent you?
Dr. Burke.
The ghoul, huh? He's cool. So, how can I help you?
Can you get me out of the city?
It's dangerous. Are you sure you've got the balls?
That's a delicate subject.
Wait here. I have to make a call.
The anchor is firmly attached to the statue. Use your welder on that statue, Joey.
What for?
That anchor could be useful.
I'm always ready for a spot of welding.
Any luck with your contact?
Security have put a hold on comms. Seems there's a saboteur on the loose.
Can you help me get to ground level?
Ah, what you need is travel insurance, yeah?
Just to use an elevator?
Hey man, those things are death traps, yeah? Our policy gives you cover for all elevator-related situations.
I'm not interested. Never mind.